Hi, my name is Marin with Healthy Approach, and today I have a yoga routine for pregnancy that you can do. A lot of people think that with pregnancy it means that you don't do anything or you have to rest a lot or sit down a lot, but that's the total opposite of true. It is so important when you're pregnant to remain healthy, active, and to exercise a good lifestyle that's going to help make laboring, birthing, and being a good mom better for you. So doing yoga through pregnancy is great. It helps relax you, it helps your body expand and grow with less stress, it helps you sleep better at night, and it will also help you through the birthing process. Here are some great moves that you can do during your pregnancy for most of your pregnancy. The first thing that you can do is just stand up real nice and straight, nice wide stance here, and just inhale, breathe in all that air. Exhale, breathe it deep into the belly, oxygenate your blood, and give air to your baby. Just focus on taking in that good air for your baby. Exhale, one more time. Big inhale. Exhale. We're gonna reach up nice and tall. Place one hand on that hip, support yourself, and just bend gently over to the side. You're gonna push your hip over to the side and just a little bit here. I don't want you to feel sharp pain, and I don't want you to feel extremely uncomfortable. So you really need to make sure wherever you're at, especially if you're in your third trimester, mid to late third trimester, you really want to take this stuff easy. But until about your third trimester, you should be really good feeling this. You might feel a little bit of tension, you might feel a little bit of challenge, but you really want to make sure that you're not feeling any sharp pain or anything that is weighing down heavy on the uterus that makes you feel uncomfortable. So take the time to do that very gently for as long as you feel like you can hold it comfortably before exhaling as you come up and then coming to the other side. Again, placing that hand on the hip wherever it's comfortable. Make sure you're looking up and your chest is open, your shoulders are back, and you're not collapsing. It's really important to stay up, and if this is too hard on your arms or your side, feel free to bend your arm as you bend over. Just gonna get some nice stretching going on the side here to just help those muscles expand and not break and not put any strain on your back as your belly's stretching and growing. When you're ready there, let's go ahead and place your hands gently on your lower back. You're just gonna look up gently. If you feel like it, push your hips forward just a little bit. Just a little bit. Nice back compression, really good for your back. Nice little belly stretch if you feel like you can do it. And make sure you exhale and really push off those hands as you stand up. I don't want an ab workout. I really want you to help yourself up as you do this. Now, while you're here, let's go ahead and place your hands on your lower back or right here on the tops of your thighs and straighten that back up, straighten your legs up, and just gently bend forward. Nice little forward bend. Let that belly droop to the floor. Let your chest come to the floor, but keep those backs and the shoulders nice and back and upright. You're looking straight up ahead of you, just a few feet in front of you on the ground. Nice deep breaths here for however long it's comfortable. Now when you're ready, you're gonna soften the knees. You're gonna bring both hands to the floor. This is really interesting. It's called the cow pose. If you can do this pose when you're pregnant, this is gonna be really good for your birthing, everything. If you can't, it's okay to work on it. You can either hold on to a couple chairs or have your spouse help you or your partner help you, and just slowly squat down as far as you can. If you're feeling it here in the hips, have somebody support you or use something for support. But if you can, we want to try to get down all the way down. You can also feel free to put some yoga blocks or pillows right here underneath your glutes to make sure that you're nice and comfortable. If you can sit in this pose for a little bit every day during your pregnancy, this is going to be really good for you. It's going to help move your hips for that birth canal. It's going to help massage all the organs like your uterus, and it's going to help stretch the muscles out. That's going to really help with all your birthing and stretching and expanding. So this is a really great place to be. Nice deep breaths for however it's comfortable. And when you're ready, you're going to walk out into tabletop position. So you're just gonna walk out very gently, drop those knees back. Here we are in tabletop. We're gonna do some cat and cow poses. Your hands are right under your shoulders, knees directly beneath your waist. And this is really good to help relieve constipation. So you're gonna look up, hollowing out your back, inhaling really deep. Exhale, push away from the ground, arch your back. Nice little cat pose. Great for constipation, great for back pain relief, especially as your belly gets heavier. This is a great one. Really great to help move the baby down the birth canal during labor time. So don't forget this one when you're in labor. This is a really good one. Nice inhale and exhale. So you can do this for as many times as you want. This is also a great one for stress relief, especially during pregnancy. This is a good pose for pregnancy. It's one of my favorite ones when I was pregnant, and it's probably one of the most efficient ones that you can do. When you get here for a little bit of stability, a little bit of strength, you can go ahead and extend your foot, extend your arm out. If you feel comfortable doing this, you can even do it a little bit at a time and then switch just for 1 second, nice big breath, and then come back. You can switch sides as you do this. Really good for keeping your glutes and your back strong, which you need to carry that weight in the front. Nice extension of the hips and the shoulders, helping you keep your posture in line. Really great pose. When you're ready, you can feel free to bring your knees out and go ahead and sit back on your glutes as far as you can. I really want you to focus on rotating the hips out when you do this. This is not like the normal child's pose where you're just sitting down into it. Eventually you're gonna have a belly here. You're not gonna have the opportunity to do a child's pose. What we're doing here is we're stretching out these hips. We're compressing them on the side and we're opening them in the front. And by doing this, we're gonna rotate our hips up and really try to sit back into it while our hips are rotated up and back. You should feel it right here in your hips. If you need to place a pillow or a yoga block under your glutes, feel free to do so. You might not make it all the way back, but if you can make it all the way back, feel free to sit down on the ground if you can. If not, you can stay up on your heels. Stay up on your heels and walk down as far as you can before your belly touches the floor. And push back into those hips, and you should feel that nice stretch. It's really good. Really good stretch right there. Now you can walk up. Walk up very gently, and you can come back into a sitting position if you can. If you're pregnant and you can come into this position, great. And sit up nice and tall. Nice big breaths here. Bring your legs into the butterfly pose. Walk them in if you feel like it. Feel free to, again, use a bolster or a yoga block you could sit on. Help you tilt a little more forward so you're not leaning too far back or you feel like you're not slouching. And then when you're ready, find a comfortable place to sit. And then go ahead and do a couple more stretches to the side. We're leaning over to the side, opening up the side once again, right into the glute and the outer hip. Stay there as comfortably as you possibly can before switching to the other side. Now, unless your healthcare provider recommends anything different, I'm not opposed to any little bit of stretching during pregnancy, but it's something that you really need to be gentle and careful about, and make sure that you do it while paying attention to your body. So we're gonna go ahead and place one hand on the knee, standing nice and upright, and just gently look to the side, bring one hand out and look back. I think it is so important to make sure that your spine is healthy, and stretching is some of the best things that you can do, but you're also growing a baby and there's a lot of delicate, sensitive stuff that's happening in here. So especially when you get into mid to late third trimester, this is when you have to start being careful. If you're in first trimester, you should be good. And second trimester, you just have to use your discretion and listen to your body. So stretch that out and feel all of that tension relieve in your back. Hold it for some poses. And you can even incorporate some leg out stretches. I really like this because if you have one leg here bent and you bring your arm here and rotate, and again, this is assuming your belly is not big, so this would be a prenatal one, more towards the beginning of pregnancy if you want to do this. This pressure against the knee as you turn to rotate is going to stretch that glute. It's so important to keep your hips and your glutes and your back extremely flexible to reduce the risk of injury, to increase blood flow, and make sure that you're not uncomfortable. Doing a lot of these stretches will really help you out. So you can also incorporate some corpse poses. I love laying down poses when I'm pregnant. This is another thing. Once you get too big, laying on your back for prolonged periods of time is a no-no. And you'll be able to feel when it doesn't feel right. You can cut off the blood flow to your uterus, and you don't want to do that. So make sure you're checking with your healthcare provider if it's still okay to do this. But you can also bring the glutes up, bringing the leg ankle right above the ankle, right above the knee. You're going to open this leg up, try to flatten it out, and then go ahead and grab that knee and bring that thigh towards you. It's going to generally bend this other leg that's bent up, and you're going to feel that stretch in the glute of the bent leg. So we can do those for as long as it feels comfortable, breathing deeply into each pose. And one of the greatest poses for pregnancy, laying down poses, is the wind freeing pose. So you're going to bend that knee up and just gently bring that knee to your chest. Nice deep breaths here. Open it up a little bit, bringing that knee out to the side before switching sides. And I always like to finish these off with a little bit of a rotation. Just very gently, and if you feel like you need to, you can bring both knees together just to make sure that rotation's not too deep or harmful. Again, making sure that you're very comfortable and gentle throughout all of this. Take some time to find a relaxing place to either lay or sit after your yoga routine. Every single time, breathe in deep, reoxygenate your blood. Feed your baby that new oxygen. Make sure you're drinking and eating well. And I promise this whole yoga routine is going to make you feel so much more at ease, sleeping better, and hopefully help contribute positively to your pregnancy experience. So thank you so much for joining me here on Healthy Approach. My name is Marin. I really hope you enjoyed this pregnancy yoga routine.